Compared to yesterday night, we are in the city center of our town, Gimignano. This is called Sala Dente. It's one of the most beautiful rooms in this old palace, and we have the opportunity to use it for this very special wine tasting, because we're generally talking about Vernaccia like the synthesis between a land, a country that talks about arts and culture, and wine is what represents in this particular place. You know, this is a very special event that is beside the presentation of the new harvest, because in San Gimignano all our producers are deeply convinced that we always have to improve our knowledges and have to study and try to compare and to understand which are the links and the experiences of other successful white wine areas in the world. To do this, this year we have Armando Castagno, that I thank to be here for this event, that is going to lead us in a very charming way in this special tasting. You will have 6 Vernaccia and 6 French wines, trying to understand which could be the links between these two far countryside. Thank you for being here.
Thank you very much indeed. First of all, I would like to apologize for my English, which unluckily is very rusty after almost 20 years of absence from England. I started to go more often in, I don't know why, in French-speaking countries. You can imagine why, because I have a strong passion for Burgundy, which I try to visit every time it's possible for me. I also want to thank all the guys here for the Associazione Italiana Sommelier, who has made us the service, and we have decided, given also the cold that you may feel, I guess, in this room, that there was no danger for the wines to heat too much. So we got 12 wines, 12 white wines, so they should remain fresh now. And also because we're talking today about French wines, the Cote Challonaise wines, and so to enter in their atmosphere, we have thought of make a cold maceration, you person. So we enter the argument. So this is a real honor for me. I'm a student of history of art in Rome, so I'm emotional. This is a great masterpiece of beginning of 14th century, so it's probably the best tasting room I've ever seen in Italy. It's incredible to me. Really, unbelievable. Maybe not too technical. For instance, it's impossible here to use PowerPoint slides. It would be a bit easier for me to bring you into that world of Cote Challonaise with photos and different slides. But okay, you have to make without. I will read you something I've prepared for the tasting about the Cote Challonaise, because you've seen maybe that the title of the tasting is quite bizarre, quite strange. It's Chronicles from the Warehouses of Salt. That's a total folly, I agree with you, but the meaning of the title is that it's not that easy to find within a list of 12 wines, a battery of 12 wines, the 6 Vernaccias. Despite the fact that Vernaccia normally, and 5 out of 6, if I don't fail, are made just in stainless steel or vitrified cement. So, and while the Burgundy wines are obviously made in wood. But nonetheless, I think it will not be easy, as it's not been easy for the Italian maids today morning, to find out where exactly we have put the French wine. That's because the main thing in common between the two wine lands, is their vocation, I would like to say, to express a very intense minerality, the mouthfeel especially. The saltiness of these wines is quite similar. So from an aromatic point of view, you will find certainly big differences. But when the wine goes at the end, you will feel almost the same sensation in many of them. Not every one of them, of course, but many of them. So the tasting is, it's a game, of course, between us. But I hope it will be funny and maybe it will teach us something. So, Cote Challonaise. Cote Challonaise is a sub-region of Burgundy, as you probably know. I will talk about it for half an hour, I guess, maybe a little bit more. Then I will talk to you about the Vernaccia, the San Gimignano land and wines, and also here we have the 6 producers of the 6 Vernaccia hidden there. And finally, we will pass the tasting, and one wine after the other, I will ask you to tell me if, in your opinion, this is Burgundy or Tuscany, if this is Cote Challonaise or Vernaccia, or if you want to see there in a simpler way, Vernaccia or not. And we will see what happens. And wine after wine, I will tell you what exactly we have tasted. So the Cote Challonaise